So what are R controlled vowels? When a syllable has a vowel that is followed by R, the vowel is controlled by the R and it makes a new sound. Okay, for example, in the word car, A, it is not giving A sound, but it is giving A sound. So
Awesome.
it is controlled by R. The sound of vowel is controlled by R. That's why we call it as R controlled vowels. In the word bird, what is the original sound of I? Short vowel sound. Yes,
It's
but
E.
yes, but here in this word, R has controlled the vowel sound of I, and it is bird. Okay, same goes in germ, form, hurt. So the original sound is changed and is controlled by the R, and that's why we call this rule as bossy R rule. What we call it as?
Bossy or rule.
Yes. Bossy R rule. Okay. Because R bosses the vowel to make a new sound. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the schwa sound. What is schwa? The schwa sound.
Schwa is unstressed vowel sound, ma'am.
Yes. Now, any vowel can make the schwa sound. You know, any vowel can make the schwa sound. Okay. It sounds like a weak, I can say, or you can, in very few words, it also gives the sound like E. Okay, E. So it sounds like a weak or E. Okay, so words like from and final have the schwa sound. Some words have more than one schwa sound. It can have more than any, some words they have more than one schwa sound. Okay, for example, if I talk about the word banana, how many vowels are there?
3 vowels.
There are 3 vowels. Okay, but if how do you pronounce this? It is b. No, no. It's b and then a. And then n and then a. So the middle A is giving the original sound, but remaining 2 A's, they are not giving the original sound, but they go unstressed. Okay, so they give the sound a. So now how many sounds are here? How many sounds are here?
Sounds.
Yes.
3 sounds.
3 vowel sounds, right? And 3 consonant sounds, right? So this is one consonant sound. This is one consonant sound, b. And then we have schwa. A is a schwa. And then n is a consonant. Okay.
So 2 schwa sound.
Yes. So this is b, consonant sound. N, consonant sound. This is also a consonant sound, right?
Yes.
Now, the middle A is giving the short vowel sound, right? This is giving the short vowel sound, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But first A and the last A, they are giving the sound of a, schwa. They are giving this sound. Okay, so schwa is what? Any vowel can make the schwa sound. It sounds like a weak a or e. Okay. And there can be words which can have more than one schwa, and there's no particular rule which where you can say that out of the three vowels or out of the four vowels, how many of them will be unstressed. There's no rule regarding that. So one vowel is stressed and the other vowels go unstressed, but which vowel will go stressed or unstressed, there's no particular rule about it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So only with the pronunciation we can find it out.
Yes, so I would like you to Google a pronunciation, Google the pronunciation for the word which I'm typing here. I want you to tell me which is the vowel which is giving the schwa sound in the word apartment. Okay, so all those who are watching it live also can comment in the comment section. Please Google and you will find the pronunciation. Okay, just check. Type apartment pronunciation and you will get the pronunciation. Okay, like if I type here, this is the way how we can check apartment pronunciation. So this is the way you can always check for the correct pronunciation. Okay, and what you will find is okay. So here you can see, here you can see. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you show us?
Yes, ma'am.
You can type in the chat box. Have you typed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So, how many schwa sounds are there?
Two sounds. Two
Yes.
schwa sounds.
So, which of the letters are giving schwa sound?
First A and last E sound.
Yes.
E.
So, first letter A is giving a sound. Okay. And then he is also giving the unstressed sound. So, it's apartment. Apartment. Okay. Now, coming to the next rule. Coming to the next rule, we have done soft C and hard C, soft G and hard G. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me just revise it one more time. If C is followed by E, I or Y, then it gives which sound?
S sound.
Yes. It gives sound. For example, can you give me some examples? City and cylinder and cement. Okay, so if C is followed by E, I or Y, then it gives the sound of letter S. And if it is followed by A, O or U, then it gives the sound of, okay, like cat and cot and cut, right? The same is applicable for letter G also, right? So if G is followed by E, I or Y, then it becomes
J sound.
sound. So for example, gem, ginger, and Jim. But when it is followed by A, O, or U, then it gives G sound, like in go, like in gap, like in gun. But there are exceptions to this rule. There will be exceptions. So it is not applicable for all the words, but yes, most of the words. Okay. Then we have the next rule is, which we did, fizzle rule, or you can say, sorry, FSZL rule. What does it say?
Floss rule.
Yes. So at the end of a one syllable word, okay, at the end of a one syllable word, if you hear the sound F, that is letter F gives or S sound or Z sound or L sound, then you have to see that if it has a short vowel, then this letter will get doubled. Okay. For example, puff. So there is a short vowel sound. Which is the short vowel sound here? Yes. Okay. So we have the short vowel sound. After the short vowel sound, if it is, then the letter gets doubled. Okay. So can you give me more examples? Can you give me more examples? It can be buzz, it can be hill, it can be miss. Okay. Now, after floss rule, we have CK rule, and the CK rule is, again, in a one syllable word, if you have k sound at the last, immediately following a short vowel sound, okay, then it is always CK. For example, back. So which is the vowel here? Which is the vowel sound here? A. So if the short vowel sound A is followed by k, k sound, okay? So if the short vowel sound is followed by k sound, then both C and K will come, okay? Both C and K will come. Can you give more examples? Like in trick. So E is a short vowel sound. Neck, eh is a short vowel sound. O is a short vowel sound. Is a short vowel sound. So e, o, are short vowel sounds. And just after that, if you have sound, yes, like pick, then there will be both C and K. Both C and K will come after the short vowel sound if it is k sound. Okay. So I repeat this. When a one syllable word ends with a k sound immediately following a short vowel, then it is usually spelled with C, K both. You will have many examples like duck. Okay. Now, if it is not a short vowel sound, Okay, but if it's a long vowel sound or it is a consonant or a diphthong, then it will have only K. Okay, for example, if I say task, or for example, if I say cake, or if I say soak, okay, or if I say hawk. So in task it is R sound. In cake it is long vowel A sound. In soak it is O vowel digraph. Okay, O is again an alternative sound. So of O. AW is an alternative of AU. So O sound. Okay, so in that case, if there is K sound coming at last, then it is usually only the letter K. Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat it again, ma'am? The last one alone.
Yeah. So if it is a short vowel sound, then you have to use CK both for the K sound coming at the end. But if it is a consonant or it is a long vowel sound or it is a diphthong or vowel digraph, in that case only K will come.
Okay, ma'am.
Now clear?
Yes, ma'am. Can you please give some example like that digraph and diphthongs like that, ma'am?
Yesterday we did what are digraphs, consonant digraphs, vowel digraphs, what are diphthongs we did yesterday, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
if two letters, if two consonants giving one sound, it's a consonant digraph, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If two consonants give one sound, then it's a consonant digraph. Digraph. Okay. If two vowels give one sound, then it's a vowel digraph, right? And if two vowels, they both work together to give a new sound where both the letters are giving some sound, then it is a diphthong because di means two and thong means sound. So ow, when you say ow, when you say oi, both the vowels are doing their work. Okay.
So it gives both gives sound and gives different sound only, right, ma'am?
Yes. That's a new sound. Oi, ow. That's a new sound where both the vowels are working together. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Example for that, ma'am. If it is OW, then last letter is K. Can you give some example like that, ma'am?
No, these are diphthongs. This is I'm sharing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in case if there's any word with k sound, it will be only k coming. Got it?
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Now we come to the next rule. In a one syllable word, if there is j sound after a vowel, after a short vowel sound, then it is DGE. Okay. DGE gives j sound just after the short vowel. For example, if I say bridge, so which is the short vowel sound here?
E.
Yes. So after E, when j sound comes, then it is DGE. Okay. For example, hedge. Okay. For example, dodge. For example, smudge.
It
Okay.
is also for one syllable word, ma'am.
Yes, it's for one syllable word. Okay. So D protects the vowel from the magic E rule. Why D is coming? To protect the short vowel sound. Okay.
One
Other
minute, ma'am.
magic E would change the short vowel sound to the long vowel sound. Okay. So E is doing the magic. E is not doing the magic because D is protecting. So E is not doing its magic. So D is protecting. I'll be sharing these notes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next rule says that in a one syllable word, when CH, okay, CH sound immediately after short vowel sound, okay, if ch sound is there after the short vowel sound, then it will always have T along with it. Okay. So if ch sound is coming after a short vowel sound, then T also comes. For example, in the word catch. So which is the short vowel sound? A. And after A, when it is ch, then TCH. Okay. Like in fetch. Okay. Like in stitch. Okay. Like in clutch. Okay. So TCH, okay. Batch. So these are short vowel sounds like blotch. If after the short vowel sound, ch sound
Pen kodu Vijay.
H,
Pen.
okay.
Pen.
Now coming to the next rule, which is drop E rule. Okay. Drop E rule. What is a drop E rule? When any word ends with a silent E, okay, when any word ends, can you please mute yourself? There's some noise coming. Padmaja.
Yes, ma'am.
So when the word ends with a silent E, for example, bike. So E is silent. Now when you have to add a suffix with ing, then you will have to drop this E. Okay. So what will be the spelling now? You have to drop this E. So now what will be the spelling? Now you can unmute yourself. Biking. Can you give some more examples? So give, it will be
Giving.
giving. So E will be dropped, right? So this is drop E rule. Okay.
So
And
it is like
this rule is applicable to all the suffix which starts with a vowel. It's not only for ing but for all the suffix which have a vowel beginning. For example, if you add ed, if you add er, if you add able, okay, or if you add ous. So any suffix starting with a vowel, if you have to add, then you have to drop e. Okay. For example, if the word is excite, so excited, excitable. So the last e will be dropped, right?
1 minute, ma'am.
For example, hope. So the last e will be dropped, and if you add ed, then it will only be the single e. So drop e and then you will add ed. So the spelling will be home. So one e is dropped and only one e is coming, right?
Yes. Yes.
The next is doubling rule. The doubling rule says, when do you have to double the consonant? Doubling rule. When do you have to double the consonant?
When we have a short vowel, ma'am. To
Yes.
protect the short vowel, we will double the
Yes.
consonant.
So when you have a CVC word, consonant, vowel, consonant, and then you have to add a suffix with a vowel beginning, then you have to double the middle consonant, this last consonant, so that it protects the short vowel sound. So the word will be winner. So N is doubled to protect the short vowel E sound. Can you give examples? So for all the suffix which starts with a vowel, so winner, or if it is even winning, or even if it is hopping. Okay. Can you give more examples even for swimmer? Okay. So you have to check the last three letters. Swim. So W is a consonant, I is giving short vowel E sound, and M is a consonant. So CVC. Okay, you will check the last three letters. Okay. Yes. So what examples you are giving? Yes, dropping. Okay. Now, suppose you have, now we will do the rule for the plurals, where if the word ends with S or SH or CH or X, okay, or Z, then you have to add ES to make it plural. For example, brushes, okay, churches, okay, foxes, okay, buses, okay. So for s, sh, ch, x, z sound, it will be always es. Buzzes. Okay. Oh, this is buzzes is a verb. It's not a plural, but you if you have to add e, it will be es. Okay. Classes, glasses. There are so many examples, right? Can you give me more examples?
Yeah.
Now, why rules? Now to make plural, a word which ends in a vowel immediately followed by y. Okay, like toy. So there is a vowel just before y. In that case, you don't have to remove y, but it will be only s. Okay. I repeat, if the letter y has a vowel just before it, like o, just before y, what can you see? O. So O is a vowel. So if there's a vowel and then y, then you have to just add s, like in toy, in boy. Okay. But if it is not a vowel and it's a consonant, then y will be removed. And what will come instead of y? Instead of y, what will come?
I. I, ma'am.
Yes. So IES. So it becomes IES. Okay. Can you give me more examples?
Yeah, 1 minute, ma'am.
Like in ponies, in daisies, okay, in families, ponies, daisies, cherries, yes, berries, cherries, okay. So what you will see that Y is removed and IES comes. So Y will removed only if it has a consonant just before it, but if it is a vowel, then we don't have to remove Y, but we have to add only S. Also, you can see why it is happening because its OI is altogether a diphthong, so you cannot separate O and Y, right? But here it is standing alone. Y is standing alone, so it can be removed. But here it cannot be removed because it is single sound from two letters. So you cannot separate the two letters. Okay. Same is applicable for adding any suffix. As we have discussed that if I suppose if I have to add ing, then if it is a vowel just before y, then you don't have to do anything. You will simply add ing, right? Okay. But if it is a consonant, then y will be removed. Got it? For example, happy. So what will be the spelling? So y will be removed and I will come back. So we have already done the rule that I is shy to stand at the last. So your y is going back because now it is the sound is not in the at the end, but it is in the middle, and I can stand in the middle. I can stand in the middle. It is only shy to stand at the last. So Y was at the last because I was shy to stand at last. But now because the sound is coming in between, so Y goes back and I comes in. Okay. Now, I would like to say that most words in the English language follow phonics rules, but any exceptions to these rules need to be taught and memorized for reading and spelling. Okay, so you have to teach the child all the exceptions, and these words are often found on list of sight words or high frequency words. Okay, the words
Yes, ma'am.
which do not follow the phonic rules, you can always check them on the list of sight words or high frequency words. So you need to teach the rules to the children with exceptions always. Okay, so that's all for today, and we'll continue tomorrow at the same time. Okay.